I'm just seeing this tweet here from ESPN FC. The best player to never win a Ballon d'Or is, and they have Thierry Henry, Andreas Iniesta, Steven Gerrard, and Dennis Bergkamp. Obviously, there are many other players you can mention as well. The real question is this more who had like one great season and he didn't win the Ballon d'Or and he should have won the Ballon d'Or? Or is it more a top player that, just missed out on the Ballon d'Or? I would probably say the best thing to do, if we're going to look at least top 10 recently, we have to look at Ballon d'Or, like top 10 at least, for the last, I don't know how many years. I mean, they have a lot of top three here, so we can look at the top three. So we're going to look for a player that has been in the top three many times, but has never won it. I mean, that's going to equate to who has been the best, who's never won it. Recently, you've had Vinny, Bellingham, Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe is actually a good shout. A player that's never won a Ballon d'Or. He's actually a good player. I honestly think in 2022, he was the best player in the world. I know Benzema had a greater, successful year, but I think Mbappe was a better footballer. We saw that when Madrid and PSG faced each other. Lewandowski, there have been better players that haven't won it. Griezmann, Neymar. I think I have to stop the video right here. I mean, I think I gotta hold, man. It gotta be Neymar, man. He has to be Neymar. I mean, we'll check through some other names. Neuer, Ribéry, Iniesta is a good shout. Xavi, Fernando Torres, Buffon, Henry, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Ronaldinho obviously won one. Paolo Maldini. Thierry Henry is also a good shout. I guess he's been in top three here many times. No. Zidane has won it. Beckham, Schuker, R9 obviously won it. Zidane, R9. Litmanen, Paolo Maldini, Bergkamp, Stoichkov, Lothar Matthäus, Frank Rijkaard. Ruud Gullit is obviously 1-1. Platini. I mean, I don't know that much about this. I mean, for me, I guess the top three that have never won it, that have been close to winning it, looking from this list, obviously there's some players that haven't even been in the top three, but if you're strictly going to look at who was and hasn't won it, we got to look at players that have been close. You got Neymar Jr., you got Andres Iniesta, Thierry Henry, especially because, he didn't have a competing with a Ronaldo or Messi at his time. I'm looking at Thierry Henry, I'm looking at Andres Iniesta, and I'm looking, because Andres Iniesta could have won the Ballon d'Or this year, probably. Iniesta, Neymar. It got to be Neymar first for me. Probably Henry second. Maybe Iniesta third. Maybe Ribéry. Maybe Robin. Griezmann. But I think Neymar just stands above people, even when you look back before. And even if we think about names that are not here in the top three, obviously back in the day, the Ballon d'Or was only given out to European players. So you could go with a boring answer like a Pele or a Maradona, because it was only given out to European players until, I don't actually know until when. I know that Weah won it in 95. Maybe it was Europeans until 1995. I can't see any non-European here from here before. But yeah, I have to give it to Neymar. I think he's one of the best players I've seen. Probably top 5 in my opinion, and that he never won a Ballon d'Or. Obviously, a lot of it has to do with the competition with Messi and Ronaldo, but it's also that like he's moved to Paris Saint-Germain, the injuries, and then obviously not winning a Champions League. Because obviously there was COVID here, but if he won a Champions League with PSG, he would have won the Ballon d'Or that easy, as long as no other big Champions League or Copa America was being played that year. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking of Neymar, man. I think Neymar, he did so much for the sport, but he's still some of an if player, because the ceiling, everything he could have done is so big. But yeah, man, he made us enjoy football like no one has ever done and ever will be. Like Messi's a better player, but not that big of a difference. But Messi's a better player, but nobody made the sport as enjoyable as Neymar Jr. What a player. What a player. And I mean, that's why we're seeing the new generation, the Desiree Doués, the Lamine Yamal, the Jadon Sancho, the Vinny Jr., the Rodrigo. I don't know, probably Barcola as well. Like so many of the new generation don't say Messi, they don't say Ronaldo, they say Neymar. Neymar is the name I've seen the most that the current generation have been inspired by. Obviously, Messi and Ronaldo a bit older, so they're like more to previous players. But I haven't seen a player inspire as many football players recently as Neymar Jr. He's just, yeah. So I think the answer to that question from ESPN is very easy. It's Neymar Jr. in my opinion. Can't think of anyone else. Gotta be Neymar. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree that it's Neymar Jr.? And if you have another name, let me know who do you think is the best player to have never won the Ballon d'Or. Maradona and Pelé and all non-Europeans before it was started giving out to non-Europeans does not count. So from 95 onwards, I guess. That's been your from boy PSG, and as usual, allez, bye bye.